I'm currently running in a Halloween contest, so don't forget to vote for me. A link to vote will be in the description or the bio of whatever platform you're watching this on. Thank you. Warning, this video contains very graphic, spooky, ghostly deaths and apparitions. Today, I thought we would turn into Enid from the show Wednesday Addams' best friend, mid-transformation into a werewolf, while telling some spooky stories of hauntings, mysteries, and ghosts at actual real-life schools. So let's get started. If you enjoyed chilling tales and mind-bending paranormal activity, these stories are just for you. Because even the oldest college students love a macabre or creepy story. And our first school ghost story starts at the University of New Hampshire, in Durham, New Hampshire. The elements of a haunting seem to be unknown. What has actually plagued a soul so much that it's trapped in purgatory, or a constant quantum loop? According to Haunted Rooms of America, dorm students that live in Smith Hall and T Hall of New Hampshire University report a female spirit that haunts the halls at night. She manifests herself as a lady in white, and she's been seen numerous times throughout the halls. Many Durham college students report hearing footsteps, followed by that eerie, "I'm not alone" feeling. At the University of New Mexico in Albuquerque, New Mexico, an unfortunate freak accident sparked hauntings at this university in their theater department. According to one of their student newspapers, a 12-year-old boy was killed in a hot water tank explosion, and a student employee claims to hear the sound of keys jingling and random doors opening when no one else was present in the theater, thus giving them the name Spot Booth Ghost. Theater students still honor him today with gifts at a shrine. The shrine includes a place for cast members to leave him notes. Gifts to the young Spot Booth Ghost include donuts and toys, but rumor has it that he is a very friendly ghost. At the University of Montevallo in Montevallo, Alabama, according to the Travel Channel in 1908, Condi Cunningham was making some hot chocolate when she accidentally set her nightgown on fire. Cunningham unfortunately passed away from this incident and is reported haunting the residence hall where this unfortunate event occurred. Students in the main hall claim to see a ghost covered in flames running through the hall at night. DePauw University of Greencastle, Illinois has to be one of the most frequently haunted universities I have found. Legend has it, a worker died in the elevator shaft during construction of their contemporary media center. Immediately after the elevator was finished being built, it began to move from the first floor to the basement, but no one would be inside. The door to the elevator has been reported to open at night, although no one is present to press any of the buttons. Strange noises have also been heard coming from or near the elevator. In the East College, there's a very popular Gothic pillar that's been known to be the most haunted. The spooky tales go that a former university president's daughter hung herself in the bell tower. In 1981, a janitor for the building saw a young black-haired girl sitting on the steps of the East College in the rain, but when he looked back again, she completely vanished. Other students reported hearing singing in the Mary Hall or a girl staring at them from the upper floor windows. Some students and professors say that they regularly hear footsteps going up and down the stairs throughout the hall. James Whitcomb was a former governor of Indiana from 1843 to 1848. He donated a vast collection of books to the Roy O. Library, which detailed instructions that the books should never leave the library. All was well until one student took a book from the library. This book's title was The Poems of Ossian. He brought it to his room only to be awoken by the chilling visual of Whitcomb shouting, "Ossian! Who stole Ossian?" Needless to say, the student bolted back to Roy Library first thing in the morning to return the spooky book. In 1896, a woman named Pearl Bryan was pregnant with Scott Jackson's baby. Jackson convinced Brian to move from Cincinnati, Ohio to Green's Castle, and Brian believed it was to start their family together. But Jackson and his friend Alonzo Walling killed her by beheading her because they were apparently a part of a satanic cult, and Jackson actually did not want the baby. Then they reportedly threw her head down the well but left her body outside a small farm in Fort Thomas, Kentucky. Brian's body is buried in Forest Hill Cemetery, and reportedly her headless body haunts the area. At Kappa Alpha Thea, it's supposedly haunted by the very woman who founded it, named Betty Locke. Locke founded the first Greek-lettered women's fraternity in 1870, and according to legend, she's never left, because the sorority members currently have told their rather mundane experiences with the specter. Some members call her Betty, and that she is the cause of an assortment of spooky happenings, including flashes of light, random slammings of doors, and Ouija board conversations. If the legends are true, Betty can most frequently be found in room 6, watching over her sleeping sorority sisters. And by the campus, there is the legend of the Goatman. Just off the South County Road in 525, west stands the big four-arched home of the dreaded Goatman. This mysterious black-caped, goat-headed man haunts the area, jumping out in front of oncoming traffic and scaring teenagers. Sightings and stories grew out of control until a 20-year-old Greencastle school resident came forward. In an article, he is known to come forward to the police admitting to dress up as the Goatman because he was bored. No animals were harmed in the making of the Goatman. The skull came from a goat that had died of natural causes. However, days after York came forward, the police department received a letter covered in arcane symbols and bloodstains with magazine clippings that spelled, "I will kill someone, the Goatman," so he may still be out there. Unfortunately, in the original Alpha chapter of Alpha Chi Omega, some members have committed suicide on the top floor of the house. One of them apparently had trouble making friends and ended her life sadly. When the house exchanged hands to the men of the Sigma Alpha Epsilon, they continued to feel her cold presence, until the chapter's closing members reported a spooky presence when they were hanging out. The ghost may have been friendly with the men, but reportedly has not been so nice to visiting women. The Edna Collins Bridge of this university holds the spot as one of the most famous bridges in Indiana, but it's better known as the most haunted bridge. According to legends, young Edna Collins would travel to the bridge, her beloved dog in tow. It was there in the early 1920s that she drowned. To this day, cars can be seen parked by the bridge, hoping to catch sight of her dripping, ghostly body. And to summon her ghost, most drivers who are guides of the park in the middle of the bridge honk their horn 3 times, after which Edna Collins might drag her hands along your car windows. In Wichita, Kansas, Wichita State University was established in 1904. The oldest building on this campus is Fisk Hall. It served as an infirmary during the 1918 influenza epidemic. Not shockingly, this grim history has attracted many ghost hunters, and according to the Travel Channel, ghost hunters claim that their EMF, electromagnetic field detectors, go crazy in this building, and the EMF readers help locate local spirits. In Athens, Ohio, Ohio University is one of the oldest universities in America. It was founded in 1804. A section of the campus is home to the Ridges. Located here, there's a collection of cemeteries, and it's now home to Wilson Hall. Prior to the dormitory, university grounds housed a progressive mental hospital called the Athens Lunatic Asylum back in 1874. It's considered a spirit hotspot. Many paranormal researchers love to visit the Ridges Cemetery because this is a place where deceased asylum patients were buried. The ideas about these grounds are filled with unsettled spirits whose simple depressed symptoms, called the melancholy era, were given darker remedies than necessary in the late 1800s. It's as if their ghosts are looking to be heard today, and it's known that many of these asylum patients are still hanging around today. In Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, the Gettysburg College campus is located close to the site of the deadly 1863 Battle of Gettysburg. Here is where more than 50,000 soldiers died. And in the early 2000s, when students and administrators visited the basement of Penn Hall, they found themselves smack dab in the middle of a functioning Civil War operating room. Witnesses were face to face with bloody doctors and nurse apparitions and the horrific scene of injured patient ghosts. Upon returning to the room of the ghastly sight of ghosts, they were shocked to discover everything disappeared, as if nothing occurred. And in history, the basement did in fact serve as a soldier's morgue in 1863. And with that, our Enid makeup look is done with some of the most creepy ghost stories at schools I have found. Let me know in the comments what other Halloween makeups you would love to see me make. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye!